Okay, now Shyam, let's start with the first question which every aspirant asks.
Yes.
Why Germany?
I think we can say multiple reasons.
Everybody talks about the free education in Germany.
Yes.
So actually, what is it? Is it actually free?
Almost all the public universities in Germany, they give a free education. The policy itself is like that: free tuition, free education. So it's not like technical university is good, University of Applied Sciences is bad. It's not like that actually. Both have its own positives and definitely negatives also. Enmindz actually for the past 3 or 4 years, we have been only dealing with public universities. Recently only we started dealing with private universities as well actually.
Germany is an incredibly attractive picture to Indian students seeking international education. And the German dream is a beam of light to a lot of students with the prestigious universities, world class education, and the unmatched promise of tuition free education and a ticket to the future in the heart of Europe. In 2025, Germany has become one of the topmost choice for Indian students when it comes to international education. And with the increasing popularity of Germany, there is increasing information also in the market, most of which are misleading. So today's session is your strategy session, where we will discuss not just how to get to Germany, but how to succeed there. I have with me Mr. Shyamjith, who is the founder and CEO of Enmindz, one of India's leading German education consultants. And Shyamjith is an international certified career coach and also with a postgraduate degree in engineering and with the experience of working in Europe, including Germany, will be adding value to your understanding and your decision of studying in Germany. Okay, now Shyam, let's start with the first question which every aspirant asks.
Yes.
Why Germany?
I think we can say multiple reasons. For the foremost being Germany is being a very attractive destination for international students because of the free education policy they provide. Right. So what it means to an international students, if a student has to study in countries like UK or USA or something, some countries, they definitely had to spend somewhere around 25 to 30 lakhs on an average, right? That quality of education or that education, they are getting it for free in Germany. That is the foremost point everyone will look into when it comes to Germany, right? And when we say about the free education, they are getting into the topmost universities in Germany. If we see the world rankings of the universities in Germany, it is almost in par with the universities in UK, US and all. So they are getting the same quality of education for free in Germany. That is the first attractive factor every student will, when they think of Germany, that is the first thing come to mind for every student. Second is actually the job market. Germany being the third strongest economy in the world, there are actually a lot of opportunities in Germany. According to the German government websites, they are saying almost 1.7 million job vacancies are there presently in 2025. So the job market looks very promising compared to countries like UK, US and all, where things are like very uncertain. As you have already mentioned about Germany being a kind of steady destination for international students. So the job market is also looking very promising for most of the students. Another thing which we can highlight is about the most see international students, when they are willing to travel, they'll be looking about like the opportunities to travel and explore. Germany being a Schengen country, they get access to all the Schengen countries. That means like they can travel visa free to all the Schengen countries. They can explore the opportunities over there at all. So that is also definitely being a promising
Right.
thing for the students. And then if some students, mostly students, people are looking for some spouse friendly locations. Previously, UK and all used to be very spouse friendly. Recently it has taken a setback. Germany becoming a promising destination when it comes to spouse friendliness. Like if a student travel, they can take their spouse along with them, maybe in a span of like 6 to 7 months after they reach Germany. So that is definitely an advantage for most of the students. And when I'm seeing from the perspective of some working professionals, so they have actually, as we have rightly mentioned about the Germany being free education and all. So if someone is looking in an immigration perspective, or a job seeking perspective, maybe they can consider this also. They can go for one more master's there, and then after completion of the course, the path become a bit easy compared to other countries. So yeah, these are the things which makes, these are the things which makes people consider, like, Germany as a steady destination. We can overall say like that.
Yeah. Let's look at a few of these points in a little detail. Like everybody talks about the free education in Germany.
Yes.
So actually, what is it? Is it actually free?
Yes, it is actually free. Right. Almost all the public universities in Germany, they give a free education. The policy itself is like that: free tuition, free education. But when it comes to the universities, they'll have a semester contribution fees. Semester contribution fee may range from somewhere around 72 euros up to 400 euros. It depends on university to university. So that is the semester contribution they have to pay to the university. It is not a fees, actually, it's a semester contribution. But there are some exceptions to this free education, right? Actually, there is a province in Germany, it's called Baden-Württemberg, right? That province, it is actually one of the strongest, economically strongest provinces in Germany. There almost every university charge a tuition fee of almost 1500 euros per semester. That is actually an exception. So that means if a student is getting admission into that province, they have to pay a fees of almost like 6,000 euros for a 2-year master programs.
But
Right.
that itself is much lesser.
That is like very,
compared to
very less compared to the other
countries.
destination.
Yeah.
And courses like MBA programs, which is available, if there is available in public universities, that is not free of cost. That fees is there for MBA programs and LLM programs also. Right. These are the few exceptions for the tuition free nature of the courses. But on an average, if we see, almost all the courses are free of cost in Germany.
Yeah. And when it comes to public universities, there are TUs, technical universities, and also Fachhochschule,
Yeah.
the universities of applied sciences. So there is a belief among students that it is better to study in a technical university
Yes,
than an
yes.
applied, the University of Applied Sciences.
Yes.
So how far it is true, and what are the benefits of these two kind of universities?
Actually, how this thing, how the technical universities is better, how that notion comes is actually when they research about universities in Germany, when they see a Google list, or when they see to the DAD website, everything pops up will be the technical universities. Right. Actually, student has to understand a bit in depth into this. There are, as you rightly mentioned, there are two type of universities: technical universities and Fachhochschulen. That is University of Applied Sciences. Technical universities are a bit research oriented. The course is going to be a bit research heavy. Right. Almost there are, I think, top 9 technical universities are there. TU9, that is the prestigious universities in Germany. And again, I think total 17 technical universities are in Germany in total. Right. But almost all the courses, if you see there, the module wise, the structure wise, if you see the courses, it is going to be a bit of research intensive. Okay. If a student is interested in, like, continuing a PhD, or going for pursuing a PhD and all after their master program, or they are much interested into the research side of the job opportunities, they should be looking into the technical universities. When it comes to the applied sciences, it is more of a practical learning. The course design will be like kind of like more practical heavy learning. So it's not like technical university is good, University of Applied Sciences is bad. It's not like that. Actually, both have its own positives and definitely negatives also. The student should choose an university according to their requirement. It should not be like they do a research and they understood technical universities are good and I'm going to technical universities. It should not be like that. Why? Because I'm seeing a lot of students, or I have seen a lot of students who go to technical university and who suffered to complete their course over there. It's not that easy to complete a master's in technical university if you don't have a proper understanding of what you're getting into. For that matter, completing a course in Germany is not that easy. Public university, correct, you should have your understanding, but when it comes to technical university, it become a bit more trickier. So that is the general difference between a technical university and University of Applied Sciences.
And private universities, like so far private universities were looked at as a backup option.
Yes.
Now, off late, students are asking for private universities.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
what is about private university? What are the benefits, and is there a benefit? And there is a cost attached to it. So, is that cost effective?
Yeah, Enmindz actually for the past 3 or 4 years, we have been only dealing with public universities. Recently only we started dealing with private universities as well. Actually, how we started doing with private universities? Actually, we have almost like 300 to 350 students in Germany. See, even I was also in the notion that private universities are not good in Germany. That was my initial notion. That's why we didn't start with private universities. But of lately, I started doing a bit of research with the private university. I started talking with my students there in Germany to understand better, like how the things work there and all. So I came to a conclusion that private universities are not that bad. I don't say it's as good as public universities, but private universities in Germany also keep a minimum standard, or they keep a good standard, I can say. Right now, recently we are seeing a lot of surge in private university application. Even
Students are coming
we are
back.
getting a lot of calls for
Yeah.
private universities. Why that is happening is because there is a problem happening with every other study favorite study destinations. UK are having some problems. Students are facing some problem with UK. Australia of lately they are the visa problems are happening. Ireland is having some issues. So students definitely is looking for a safer option.
Yeah.
Right, when they are looking for a safer option, they are looking into the perspective of like the employability perspective. When it comes to Germany, it's kind of quietly good. And also when it comes to affordability, the private universities in Germany are not as costlier as the countries like UK, Australia and all. So definitely private universities are becoming a favorite choice. And also when it comes to private university, what are the advantages we can say, or why private universities specifically we can say is like in public universities actually maybe students they can't choose a different major, right? I mean, the stream transfer is not possible. If someone has completed an engineering background and if they wanted to go for a management program in public universities, course options are very limited and it's not that easy also. Private universities provide that flexibility. So in that perspective, if you are looking, definitely private universities are also looking promising in
Yeah.
Germany.
And recently, there were a lot of hues and cries about students being sent back from Germany because they studied in a private university for a hybrid program. So,
Yes,
what
yes.
exactly is that? The reality of that.
Actually, I think the issue was there almost like for the past 1.5 to 2 years. The issue is there with that particular university. I don't want to get into the name of the university, and I'm not promoting any private university, so I don't want to demote or promote any private university. But the actual cause of that issue is actually they were providing a hybrid learning. The student go to Germany on a student visa, and they were not attending the physical classes.
Yeah.
They were attending the classes online. And when the visa rule changed for Berlin, what happens is actually suddenly the students became not eligible to renew their visas. So that's how they are facing that's how they wanted to send them back.
Yeah. So,
that
the
is that
student need to be careful while choosing
the
the
private
private
university,
university
they
and the
should be having,
program.
yes, they should
Yeah.
be having a clear cut understanding of like what they are getting into, which university they are getting into. Definitely with Germany there are a lot of things they have to consider when it comes to public university and private university. Public university, these kind of issues are not going to come by because it's all our government affiliated universities. But when it comes to private university, some such kind of risk are there. So they have to be careful like which university they are getting into.
Many students like from different countries say that they're not getting enough part-time jobs, or they're not getting sufficient income from the part-time jobs. What is the reality about the part-time scenario in Germany?
Yeah, I'll say it's a bit better compared to other countries. It's a bit better. Why I'm saying it's a bit better, because the risk with countries like UK and all is like they don't have this money. See, if they don't have a blocked account here, the parents back in India has to send them money every month. That is going to become a burden for the families in back in India. When it comes to working students, the pay is going to be a bit more also. They will be working for a company, right? Company, it depends on the skill set which they possess. And then when it comes to the course selection, they should have a proper clarity about like which course they are going to get into, which university they are going to get into, the location of the university.